My partner, 20M, and I, 21F, have been together for almost 5.5 years and started dating in high school. Their father has never been kind to me. They truly were very dismissive towards me and never made me feel welcome within their home. For the first 4 years of our relationship, they never called me by my name and just referred to me as ex-girlfriend. Even when I was right there, there was a multitude of times where they said things while I was directly there that made me feel truly uncomfortable, such as saying, if your girlfriend is going to eat here, you need to give me a 24-hour notice, because now I had to go out and get more food while I was sitting at the table and the food was about to be served. He is not a nice man. I have witnessed firsthand on so many occasions him screaming at their mother and belittling her over such small things, such as when he came home late one night from a hobby and there wasn't a plate of food waiting for him. So he said he was being neglected and continued to scream at her while she sat there crying. There has been so many times of mistreatment. One time he was so upset with my partner because their mother turned down the air when he asked and not when his father asked, and went off about how my partner was trying to be the alpha of the house. Another time that really stuck with me was once when my partner's sibling and I were talking at the dinner table about antidepressants, and I had brought up about how I was on anxiety meds and stuff. And the sibling said their best friend would not be alive without medication, and I agreed with my siblings who suffer greatly with mental illnesses, and he said that anyone who needs to be on medication for the rest of their life is better off dead. This is just some events that have occurred that made me feel very uncomfortable and unwelcomed in their household. Since going to college for the past years, it has been a bit better, but that's only because I only see him at major holidays where he's drinking, and he's only somewhat nice when he has multiple drinks in him. I am female and so is my partner's sibling, and he always interrupts us, talks to us like we are dumb, and mansplains. Everyone I am close to knows how badly this man has treated me, and some friends have even seen his lack of respect towards me firsthand. Flash forward to last night. TBH, I had a rough day, but we went over to my partner's home because his mother had a gift for me because today is my birthday. We get there and my partner had gotten a speeding ticket a few months prior, and a letter comes into the mail talking about how they aren't doing in-person stuff for this, so you have to send in your plea and they will send you a new date. His father starts talking about how he needs to plead not guilty and get a lawyer. I was a bit taken aback because he said he should plead not guilty because since the cop was driving behind him that there's no way he was able to catch his speed. I tried to explain that things are different than the 70s and that radar technology has indeed advanced. I was just a bit frustrated because any time I tried to say something he started speaking over me and completely disregard what I said because he's done this so many times. Also important to note that this all occurred to him 20 plus years ago since he is almost 70 years old. Honestly, I did lose my cool a little bit, but I think it's important to note throughout these 5.5 years I have never ever been disrespectful towards him, but I think I just finally reached my breaking point. Pretty much what threw me over the edge was all I said was that I could reach out to my cousin who is a lawyer and see if he thinks it's worth it, or if my partner could simply get most dropped simply by showing up and pleading no contest. This man continued to talk over me, and I really don't know why this was my breaking point, but it was. I finally stood up and said how I was sick of him constantly mansplaining things to me, and I can't deal with it anymore. He then said he would never do that. He does. While my voice was raised, I never used foul language or said any attacking remarks. I said exactly how I have felt these past 5 years, how he has never made me feel welcome, and how I have been nothing than kind to him, and I don't know why he treats me the way he does. But I cannot deal with it anymore. I then walked out and left. Truly right away I was embarrassed, but knowing the father and talking to my partner, I promise you even if I did sit down and try to have a conversation about how I have felt, it would have absolutely gone nowhere. My partner has never stood up for me, because they said if they gave their father the ultimatum of either having to be respectful towards me or them not being in our lives, that they would simply not have us in their lives. My partner doesn't want to not have a relationship with their father though, so I have decided I just kind of have to accept it. And no, I will never get an apology, because he never apologized for his actions. It's so hard for me to feel anything towards this man, because I have no good memories with him, nor has he ever done anything kind to me. All I see is all the times I have witnessed their entire family having panic attacks and sobbing due to this man. Seeing my partner break down over the treatment. Hearing about how this man told my partner's sibling, "This is why you have no friends," etc. The mother has been nothing but kind to me, I would like to note, and we have a good relationship. When I went into the car, I immediately broke down and called my father, and my father told me it's okay and that I'm human and we all do things we aren't always proud of, but also that this man had it coming. My father has seen me so many times in high school come home sobbing over something his father did. Pretty much every one of my friends I told that I lost my cool told me it's okay, and that it's impressive that I was able to not to for so long. This really isn't the person I am, though. I am typically very emotionally regulated and calm. Truly, it felt like a light switched within me and I really couldn't control how I acted, so I just said exactly how I felt. I texted the mother today and sent a very long apology about how I was truly very sorry for how I acted and more, and explained how uncomfortable that must have made her, and I was so sorry for that and it wouldn't happen again. I thought she would understand me slightly losing my composure, because there has been multiple times where she apologized to me for having to witness how he was acting. After all these years of me allowing the mistreatment and staying silent and being respectful, and the one time I slightly lose my temper, I am the awful person now. She texted my partner and told me she was happy I apologized to her, but she was very disappointed I didn't apologize to his father. Am I awful for not wanting to apologize? I am truly so sick of men constantly talking down to me, and am expected to stay quiet and have to act in a certain way. I'm not sorry about how I acted towards him. I didn't use bad language or say anything that was untrue. Now I'm expected to apologize after finally sticking up for myself? Usually I always apologize because I don't like making others feel hurt or being disrespectful. My delivery was not great, but also I know if I sat down and had a conversation with him maturely that he would have talked down to me until I backed down. Honestly, it felt nice after so many years to have the confidence to stand up for myself. Their mother also wants me to apologize because he is being mean to her because he's mad about me, but I feel as if that is not my burden. I cannot control him, and how he treats his wife is not a reflection of me whatsoever. I'm honestly just hurt that his mother witnessed all of his actions towards me for these past 5 years, and instead of being disappointed towards that, she's disappointed and upset at me for standing up for myself. My partner wants me to apologize now to the father. What do I do? It is my birthday today, and my partner just walked out after I said I really did not want to apologize. At least not right now. I know the easiest thing to do is keep the peace and apologize, but I don't feel authentic towards myself if I do that. Am I in the wrong? Please, any advice is appreciated and welcomed.